we have a question here, which is, why do we breathe? Why do we breathe in? Why do we breathe out? Where do we breathe from? Do you guys have answers already about this? This is a silly question. Why do we breathe? Can anyone say? It's a silly question, isn't it? And when we breathe in, we're breathing in oxygen. And when we breathe out, we're breathing out carbon dioxide. So we're breathing in life from the outside. We're taking this oxygen, we're using it to convert energy. When we're breathing out an exhaust fume, like the exhaust fumes from a car. We're breathing out the exhaust fumes from this conversion of energy. This carbon dioxide goes out. So how often are we focused on our breath? And the idea here is, as we get more and more practice with meditation, we might feel more and more relieved in our mind. We might feel that we're able to have more and more control over moments of anxiety and stress. In the beginning, we might practice this when we're already relaxed and it's an easy moment. And when we are anxious or excited, we will forget to practice this. Okay, so this is one reason why meditation is so useful and beneficial to practice a lot. Because as you know, with all of your favorite activities, and also maybe as we know with our least favorite activities, this is a really important point. Practice makes permanent. So if we have good thoughts, it's easy for us to have more good thoughts. If we have bad thoughts, negative thoughts about ourselves and others, it's easier for us to have more of these thoughts. And somebody's life can be filled with a lot of good thoughts. Somebody's life can be filled with a lot of bad thoughts. And it takes a while to change this. So practice makes permanent. You know, when you're learning a musical instrument, and after a lot of practice, you can close your eyes and keep moving your hands and do the same actions. If you've cycled a lot as a kid, after a lot of practice, you can close your eyes for a moment and you can continue to cycle. I'm sure you can close your eyes and write a sentence. Maybe you'll move all over the page, but you can write with your eyes closed. So the more we practice meditation, the easier it'll be to do in any moment with our eyes closed, with our heads filled with stress and anxiety. This is the whole concept of what we're talking about today, that we practice focused breathing, we practice different types of meditation, and then when we really need it, it'll be easy for us to do it again. Okay? And we have some ideas to contemplate this week, and this is the core idea. And we will really only see that this feels right after we've done it for a while. Okay, so we're going to come back into this. This week in accountability group, I want us to encourage each other to try one of these exercises every day. Okay. So here, this exercise is called the vagus nerve reset. And this is kind of funny, and we can do this really quickly in like 2 minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes. And I want us to practice this together. We're doing this now, and then this is recommended for a moment when we're really anxious. So you could have an exam situation, you could have a job interview situation, a moment where you're really feeling anxious. And if you can remember, you can practice this technique in that moment and change that feeling of anxiety. Okay. The more times we practice it, the easier it will be to do in that moment when we feel stressed. So we're going to breathe in, whistling, and we're going to breathe out, sighing. And every breath in is shorter than every sigh. Every whistling breath in is shorter than every breath out. And we're going to do this only 10 times and then see how we feel. Okay? So whistle in. Can you do, I want to hear you. Can you do this? Can you go? Mm-hmm. Can you whistle out and whistle in? And do you know what sighing means? You know, you can be really exaggerated and long in this. And I want you guys to do this now and get a feel for it. And with all of these as concepts, all of these ideas we're looking at today, as concepts, it's not enough. And we're going to need to do them, each of them, one by one, before we can decide which ones we like. So are you ready to do this 10 times now? Yeah. Let's pick a short number maybe for both. Maybe we can whistle in for 3. I'll go 3 with my fingers. Will I count? You can do your own pace if you want. And let's sigh for 4. Okay? Let's be flexible about this. Maybe you can do your fingers by yourself. You can have your hand in front of you and you can go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're able to, you can take a break in between the whistle and the sigh every time. You can take a moment when you're not breathing, if you're able to. Do whatever you feel. All right? So, and 10 times. Let's see if we can count it. I'm not good at counting when I'm thinking about something else. So let's see if we can do this. This is for a moment of lots of stress and anxiety. So whistle in. I think that's 10. I don't know. Okay, maybe you can find a moment today and have a go of that and see how you feel inside your body, inside your brain. Okay, I encourage you. Let's wish each other a really nice day. Let's go outside into life. Let's enjoy the sun. Let's enjoy our interactions with people. If there's any moment when it doesn't feel so enjoyable, if there's any moment that it's stressful, imagine you're on the metro and there are too many people, maybe just think about your breath in that moment. And all of these different types of meditations that people have been doing for thousands of years, all of these religious and spiritual practices and practices that world-class sports people do, everything has a commonality. People who when we dance, and it's that we're breathing. Okay. Breathing and enjoying life.